Issues with your Sonos speakers dropping out? Not sure if you need to add a Sonos Boost to your Sonos setup? We'll tell you everything you need to know in this video. Hi guys, it's Jonathan from Smart Home Sounds here, a home audio visual retailer based in the UK, and today we're talking about the Sonos Boost, which is not actually covered in great detail online. We'll be covering what the Boost does, situations where it can be useful, and how to decide if you actually need one. Remember, we are an authorised Sonos retailer and we offer free extended 6-year warranties with every Sonos purchase and a 30-day listen better promise if the product you've purchased from us doesn't turn out to be quite right. Also, don't forget to subscribe, it really helps us out. So let's get on into the video. So first of all, what exactly is the Sonos Boost? Well, it's a component that attaches directly to your Wi-Fi router over Ethernet to help the reliability of your Sonos speakers, maintaining connection on your network when you're streaming music if your Wi-Fi can't be relied upon at all times. It's sold for £99 RRP and it's available in this white colour only. So to give you a bit of background, the Boost is technically the replacement to the Sonos Bridge, which, if you're not familiar, was a little white box that connected to your Wi-Fi router and was actually a requirement of the Sonos system to be able to run. Then in July of 2015, Sonos released a software update to all existing Sonos users, meaning that Sonos systems would connect to your Wi-Fi wirelessly without the need for a bridge, as long as your Wi-Fi was up to it. Then the Boost came along to replace the bridge, but the key difference with the Boost is that this is not a required component to use the Sonos system. The Boost still connects directly to your Wi-Fi router via Ethernet, but it's only required if you have lots of wireless devices on your network or your Wi-Fi is weak in areas that you have Sonos speakers. Those are just a couple of examples. We will come back to some more situations the Boost is useful for in just a minute. So how does it actually increase the reliability of your Sonos speakers on your Wi-Fi? Well, it launches a dedicated wireless mesh network specifically for your Sonos speakers, which Sonos calls Sonos Net. The Boost features 3 internal antennas that broadcast 360-degree signals through walls and ceilings to make the most of your Wi-Fi coverage at home. So in layman's terms, that essentially means that your Sonos products won't compete with your other products in your home that connect to your Wi-Fi. So if you've got lots of devices like phones, tablets, laptops, anything that connects to your internet, you can be reassured your music will still continue to play no matter how much pressure your Wi-Fi is under. It's also important to understand that the Boost will not extend your existing home Wi-Fi network. Now let's cover how to know if you actually need a Sonos Boost. So if you're purchasing a Sonos system from scratch, then 99% of the time we'd advise you to see how you go by connecting the speakers wirelessly via Wi-Fi first. You'll soon know if you'll need a Boost if either you start experiencing dropouts or long buffering times when trying to stream music. The Boost can then be added to an existing system really easily by connecting it to your router and following the instructions in the Sonos app. Also, it's important to know that as most Sonos speakers come with an Ethernet port, you can avoid needing to purchase a Boost, but still benefit from the Sonos dedicated mesh by just connecting one of your Sonos speakers directly to your router. So this is ideal if one of your speakers is permanently positioned within cable distance of your router, but if you can't facilitate this, then this is what the Boost is for. If you'd rather make sure you definitely benefit from having a Boost in your system, then Sonos should be able to run some tests on your Wi-Fi and let you know if your system will be fine with or without a Boost. If, on the other hand, you're installing more than 5 Sonos zones at once, or you have a large house where you know Wi-Fi does not reach very well to a particular room and you're planning to install Sonos in there, or you live in an older property with thicker stone walls, the chances are you would benefit from adding a Boost. It's also worth pointing out that when the Sonos Mesh is launched, every Sonos speaker you have acts almost like a beacon, boosting the signal to the next speaker, which would do the same, so on and so forth. One point to highlight is that if your speakers are connected via the Sonos Mesh and one speaker is in an area where it's not got Wi-Fi connectivity, so e.g. a room that's far from the router, this speaker would solely be relying on the extended mesh to connect and therefore couldn't be controlled via the Sonos app. This would be fairly uncommon, but it is just an important thing to note if you do have thicker walls or your Wi-Fi doesn't reach certain spots in your house. So I hope that helps determine if a Boost would be required in your system, but we do get a lot of frequently asked questions surrounding this topic, so let's cover a few of them now. The first question is, I still have a Bridge, can I still use it like a Boost? So yes, the Bridge is still a functioning product and works the same way as a Boost if you need the wireless mesh and can't use a Sonos speaker to connect to the router. However, as the Bridge is quite an old product, Sonos now class this as a legacy product and it can't be supported on the latest Sonos S2 app. So if you have all Sonos S2 products and you're still using a Bridge, I'd recommend removing the Bridge from your system and trialing your system on Wi-Fi, because if you continue to use the Bridge, it means you won't be able to benefit from the latest version of the Sonos app. I would also point out that the Boost does offer twice the range of the Bridge, and Sonos are currently offering a trade-up scheme for all owners of the Bridge where you can get 30% off a Boost, which may be worth checking out. The next question is, my house has Wi-Fi boosters or power line extenders. Would the Boost cause any issues? So Sonos recommend that if you need to extend your Wi-Fi to other rooms that don't reach, you should try a Wi-Fi mesh router over a Wi-Fi booster or a power line system. As Sonos speakers will try to connect to the closest access point to your Wi-Fi, some power line systems or wireless boosters don't distinguish themselves from the main router. So Sonos will try and connect to that, leading to issues such as rooms not appearing in the Sonos app and so on. However, you wouldn't have those problems with a Wi-Fi mesh router. You can add a Boost as well as a mesh router if you feel you need that. So if you're not sure your Wi-Fi system will work with the Sonos system, I'll pop a link to the Sonos system requirements in the description below. The last question we have is, what if a Boost doesn't help? So it's quite unlikely that a Boost won't help your system, but if it doesn't, our advice would be to seek help from your network provider, as there may be optimizations that they can make, or they may even advise upgrading the router for better overall coverage. So that's it, guys. The majority of customers don't actually require a Boost, but there are some who would benefit from one. If you're not sure yourself, every Sonos user can access Sonos support with their system, and if you've bought from us and want further advice, then we are here to help. So comment below if you're not sure about anything, and ourselves in the community will do their best to help you out, and consider subscribing if you found this video useful. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you very soon.